taking us through this one, boys. Over to you.
Thank you very much. We prefer to be called the Creamy Bears these days.
The Creamy Bears.
Yeah, we're back. And yeah, one more slot available for the PGL Copenhagen Major. And it all starts here. fnatic taking on GamerLegion. And it's going to be quite an epic battle here. And as we've got KRiMZ versus Snax. fnatic versus GamerLegion. Who have you got for this one? For me, we've casted so much GamerLegion. I feel like they're the stronger team. They've looked better in the best of threes.
Yes.
And kicking things off in Vertigo, you heard it from Pimp. fnatic are yet to even win an outing on this particular map.
I think it's a really, really big concern, the fact that they're not able to win anything in the best of threes here, fnatic. That's a mark against them. I've got GamerLegion as well. We'll see if they can be off to a good start. They are running right into a mid stack that's been set up nicely by the fnatic squad. So they were absolutely ready for this one. Almost sideswiped there. Snax sends a bullet, I think, right over this helmet of Afro, who was trying to get away, but they should be able to get the bomb plant at the very least here. So that much is accomplished. It's usually a good start. And a 2 versus 4, we'll see the retake attempt coming in rather quickly. Snax doing the best that he can.
Oh, there it is.
They win the round. Snax is back.
I wanted to say it, Anders. There was something about the positional control Snax had there. Low HP players around him. Glock in hand as well. Doesn't miss a step in the 1 versus 3 interaction he had to deal with towards those generators. Massive advantage for fnatic, and they give it up. We were about to say, if the bomb's gone down, at least they've got that. They've been a buy up Galils in the next round, but no, Snax steals it all away, and we've got a slight technical issue to kick things off. It's just a sound issue, I believe. So nothing to write home about, but still a significant resurgence there from GamerLegion. It looked like they were done for. The bomb plan was great, but then Snax goes above and beyond, absolutely mows them down.
That's wild. Presumably what happens in the retake there is by the time they realize how close Snax is, because I think they're focused on the bomb, right? That's drawing all their attention away. They had grenades, they had some flashbangs, they could have set up, you know, more of a retake. They didn't have to run in there that quickly, but I just don't think they managed to pull it in time. You could see they're just fighting right away. There's no deep flashes set up. There's no one in the back saying, okay, I'm going to throw a flash, count of 3. They're just going for it right away.
Yeah, they really are. Not their best work. fnatic will be reeling after that one. Does beg the question as to whether we'll see a force buy in the second. A lot of teams are opting to do that on the CT side in this current meta. Vertigo, though, might not be the map for that particular approach. Seems to be the full eco for now. Nothing invested. Pretty much a guaranteed 2-0, Anders.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some kind of a stack or some kind of a setup here for fnatic just to try and do something.
That's what fnatic are known for, I would say. Like, they always have quite interesting eco setups. And yes, you're right. We have got to go 5-man, 8 lean here. 4 players making their way towards short. And as I said, they're being creative. They've got some novel ideas.
I like it. Gives us something to appreciate in a round that's probably not going to be too exciting. But if it was going to be, then why not a USP boost? It is actually being watched for. You can see Snax. You're going to have to get up a lot quicker than that to catch him off guard. And he didn't, I think, see the other boost, but his teammates are about to find out that there's really nothing happening at the B-bomb site. So worst that can happen here is Snax giving up the MAC-10. Certainly feeling the pressure, and he will. Doesn't really matter that much.
You're dead on, Anders. He's a scout. Just going to be getting the incel that they are stacked on that side of the map. The CTs are buying up next round regardless, so giving up a MAC-10 doesn't actually have any ramifications attached to it whatsoever. You would very rarely see a MAC-10 in the hands of a defense. So for now, it's down to Afro to try and farm an extra $600. If he gets a kill with her, get a nice injection of moolah.
Assuming nothing else really exciting. Oh, they actually get a kill. That's actually sick.
$600.
Yeah, give it over to bodyy. See if he can make some money. They're trading it around. Don't lose the Galil. That, on the other hand, could be quite useful. They're running in here to try and see if they can get people to stay near the bomb. Oh, wow. They're actually doing so much damage. If they had a defuse, could it be a really fun round, but eventually going to be burning up acoR. That's 4 people down. It's unacceptable for GamerLegion, even if they win the round. I'm unhappy.
That was actually quite nice from fnatic, all things considered. They take 4 players down, farm an extra $1,200 by virtue of the MAC-10, and keep GamerLegion very modest indeed. Problem is, their money still going to be slightly compromised here, but with the extra cash, you might even be able to bring out the AWP in the hands of Afro, and I think they are going to deploy that. So a chance to get back into this one early. It's been a rough start, but that does happen. M4s otherwise, in terms of kits, I don't think we have one available. Utility's not too bad. We're going to see Mattis challenging from the crane position here. Important first round. GamerLegion give this one up. They're in 4-spy territory. Finances on both teams very brittle right now. We're going towards B. Bit of a contact play here. They've got the B steps control. Can see there's only one defender there right now.
Yeah, QB hanging around. See him jiggling there with the Molotov in hand, presumably just if anything happens, he's going to be able to throw that down right in front of him. Oh, but they're actually real close. He should have been. If Snacks, well, he gets the shot anyway. I was going to say if he's a little bit more patient, he definitely has the kill. And they're going to get KRiMZ. I think he was flashed. This is looking very good.
Difficult
Bomb's going to get planted.
to get excited about that particular round, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
they got such a guaranteed kill. Like, he's not holding his angles correctly. Like, he's not aware of the fact they could jump and boost up. And they've spotted him. It's a guaranteed frag from Snacks there. Like, he even missed a couple of shots and he's just got no time to react or do anything about it. Pretty weak B hold from fnatic. They are going to go down 3-0, and it's actually a pretty comprehensive victory as well, as GamerLegion will keep 4 players alive. We said this is a very important round, and they barely break a sweat. Contacting towards B, baits out that incendiary, and Snacks even survives with pretty decent HP overall. Oh, what's he got for us here? And this is actually kind of sick. Oh, I was going to say, if that bounced over,
Imagine.
and would take down bodyy, perhaps.
It maybe could have in the right position. That would have been fun to see.
I know you can throw lots of utility from that ladder window room, but never seen the HE over there. It's pretty cool. 3-0, GamerLegion start their T-side campaign in emphatic style. Tactical timeout coming in from fnatic here. They do save some weapons here. They've got 2 M4s, the AWP. I think it's worth the investment. Like the fact you've got these 3 weapons here, you can drop a couple of SMGs or 1 M4 if required.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Again, we got to remind people, with the, that MR12 format, you don't have the same luxury of you have to take some risks at some point.
Okay, Anders, I've got a hard-hitting question for you. Who's your favorite out of KRiMZ and Snacks?
Oh,
You have to choose one. Over all the years, all the majors, all the memories, all the highlights. Who's your favorite?
I think just in terms of longevity and like time playing well at the top, it's got to be KRiMZ for me.
That's fair enough. He's maintained his position in Tier 1 CS throughout his career. Snacks just getting back into that saddle now.
Yeah. He can make up for it, Snacks. Like, he's a very exciting player to watch.
Still make it to the major at this stage. I would say now Astralis throughout, GamerLegion for me are the favorites in the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree. But I mean, I've got to say, like, I think KRiMZ is one of these underrated players that just like the people forget how long he's been good for. Like, truly.
Yeah.
Back with the LGB days, with Olofmeister and the rest of them, like, he's been playing for a very, very long time.
16 majors.
Yeah,
under his
crazy.
belt. Yeah, absolutely. Looking to make it 17, but not the greatest start here on Vertigo. 3-0 down. They did force into this one. As noted, they drop an M4 and an SMG, exchanging utility back at that B bomb site as well. Mattis, lacking information, starting to make his way down towards the A ramp. They've still got 3 players here, including the AWP of Afro. So how do they get some real intel off this one? They'll come back up towards the A ramp, so Afro presumably gets his first kill. No problem.
Yep, and even a leg shot onto Isak, so it's a pretty good start. Mattis going to be able to get this one for free nearly, and he swings forward for 1 more. Afro's down, and Mattis pretty soon to follow. So at least a conversion coming in here for GamerLegion, even if there's still a man down.
Yeah, it's still a little bit compromised. A good flash as well. Volt's not going to check the close range position. That will cost him. Bodyy should secure the first round here for fnatic, and there we have it. KRiMZ keeps the round clean as well. 3-1, fnatic with a solid A hold. Seemed like GamerLegion were dead set on going towards B. Something changed. They wanted to go for more of a contact setup at that A ramp, walk into the AWP. No one checking the close range proximity. And it will be fnatic on their feet now. Afro didn't really have to break a sweat here. Nat is baited in lovely. And Bodyy just pick up the pieces towards the end. Well, there we have it. There'll still be a buy available. AK's Galil's Mac 10 suggests there'll be something a bit faster here, Anders. Maybe just full send. Try and challenge the AWP at the start. They drop the initial smoke to battle any potential incendiaries and take vision away from the CTs as they scale up towards the scaffold position.
It's only head armor on 2 people on that CT side right now, so got to be a little bit careful. That is a deep grenade that landed on 2 people. It's pretty devastating, but your Mattis on the other side here, just up against the wall. Smoke is in front of you. You got Bodyy on the other side. McCarty's doing a lot of damage through. Snacks is there and already chipped down low. Going to be the kill. That's a wallbang. Bodyy and Mattis. That's a really hard defense. They did so much damage before anyone even showed themselves. Flag coming in from KRiMZ now. KRiMZ and Volt. I mean, you need some mistakes here for fnatic. As long as they're not making them.
I don't think you're going to get any.
No.
There's no real reason to start probing this situation. You know, the bomb's down. You've got the locked in by virtue of KRiMZ scaling down that ladder as well. No grenades, 4-on-2. Should be 0% chance of GamerLegion will get a plan out of this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got everyone here. All the information you could ask for. It would take some tragically missed shots, but afro secures the round, finds Volt, thrusting KRiMZ into a pretty much impossible scenario. The Galil especially, now giving him his position as well. Best he could really hope for would be a couple of kills. Don't think even then he'd get the bomb plant out of it. 25 seconds. Doing what he can, it's just a matter of time though, I'm afraid.
Even KRiMZ is still not showing himself back there. He's making so sure. Yeah, really, really good. Just a great discipline on fnatic. If you're going to win a bit of an upset game here, this is exactly how you want to do it. Get some money early on, force the enemy team to eco earlier than they would have wanted, and show that they can't really force you into some of these fights here. It's a 2-on-4 where there's almost zero chance for any kills to even come in there on the GamerLegion side. So really well played. That makes me a little bit excited. Good to see, I think, afro as well hitting some of these shots early on with the AWP. It's such a significant weapon to have towards that A ramp on the map, so keep that up. KRiMZ is taking a break. It's fair enough, I suppose.
Taking a load off.
Why not?
Lose some weight. Let it all out. But you don't just see the bathrooms used that too often these days. No one saves a gun in there. Don't see anyone hiding out. But you can open the bathroom door. The portaloos. But this is the full eco. Not much to report, I'm afraid. It will be certainly a chance for fnatic to tie things up at 3-3.
I like your comment, Henry, on the whole Australia situation. What are your thoughts?
Be more specific with your question, and I'll give you an answer.
More specific.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, where do they go from here? What's happening?
Well, they've got the whole question mark is like the whole coach situation behind them at this event.
True.
Like, they came into this major cycle with no coach, essentially, like saving themselves for Rugger.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to Rugger. Like, I'm not sure he's the one that's going to save the day, bring them back to life. You look at his history with OG, it's not like that project has particularly gone well. He's had plenty of different lineups and iterations.
Yeah. True.
To think he can be the guy who's going to solve their issues, I'm not so sure. One thing I will say is the whole Stare being thrown out to do the interview. I didn't enjoy that. Thought that's a little bit of a shame.
That seemed very rough to me too.
Yeah, that kind of actually annoyed me. It's just like, come on, take some responsibility as the captain. It was one of the veterans at the very least.
Yeah, Stare was one of the players that actually played really well throughout the tournament as well.
Yeah, right? Like, and that's his prize. He has to go and face the music on camera.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversation about that in the coming days.
I mean,
now,
jokes aside, it sucks. Like,
it does.
The first Danish major, Copenhagen especially, and you're not going to have Device in there. Like, that's rough. My heart disbelief the players. I can't imagine how they feel right now, but
yeah,
still,
that part's tricky, isn't it?
Not really acceptable, considering you've got every player you wanted, all the resources. This is the one, but yeah, lost to 9 Pandas.
Look at fnatic controlling this ramp right now. This is tactically one of the most important parts of the map. If you can't control it on the T side, there's so many executes that are not going to be available to you. They're trying to get their way around the corner. It's a good flash setup. It's Volt to get the headshot. KRiMZ trying to see if he can carry on over, and Mats is right on top. You're really slowing them down. We're at 40 seconds here.
They've done pretty well, though, to do a lot of damage and bring back a frag in their favor. They can see the little toes of KRiMZ beneath the sandbags, though. He's on high alert. Presumably, they know he's there. With those shots coming through, they don't have the Molotov to flash him out, or flush him out, I should say. They have got the flashbang. KRiMZ, though, excellent sequence of the AK-47, holding on to his life as well, delays him as long as possible. Pretty much single-handedly wins the round with that positional control from sandbags. Bomb to be planted from acoR. Consolation prize, perhaps, but that doesn't come through just yet. 8 seconds remain. No chance of winning the round. He's got 3 bullets left in the magazine as well. You can see there have to be 2 one-bullet headshots to even win the round at this point. He had 2 left, and it doesn't work out. KRiMZ, absolutely fantastic. They're the A round after losing the first pick as well. It's fnatic up 4-3. They are yet to win a single map of Vertigo in an official stance with this iteration of fnatic. So far, so good. They've recovered after losing the pistol, a 1v4 against Snacks & Co.
3 HEs being brought up. I wonder if GamerLegion are cooking something in this round.
You'd normally just, nade the sandbags themselves.
Like yeah.
You can do some coordinated grenades towards...
They can't even get there normally is the problem. I'm really impressed with fnatic's hold on this A-ramp. Okay,
Oh,
there we go. All of them
nice.
landing on top of bodyy, but he's still alive back here. And he's going to get some revenge. Big double kill. Can't believe Mats is not getting that one through the smoke, but he can reload behind the sandbag, so I don't think he's in any real danger here. As long as he stays by.
I think you're right, Anders. Mattis is actually looking pretty sharp right now. This A-ramp is going to be a huge question mark for GamerLegion. Do they want to keep forcing the issue over here? It's not really working out for them. acoR now 3 points of health, make it 0. KRiMZ rock solid once again.
Just anecdotally, but I think some of the biggest collapses I've seen on T sides on Vertigo, they come from when T sides can't get A-ramp control. Not because you have to attack the A-bomb side all the time, but because if you want to attack the B-bomb side, you still have to make it look like you have some A-ramp control. Otherwise, it's so much easier for the CTs to rotate back and have 2 on A and 1 in middle, and then they're going to be able to grenade you out of there a lot of the time. So it's happened in the past where sometimes a team just cannot do it. They can't get breakthrough. They keep losing rounds. And obviously, that's a little bit what we're seeing at the moment here. 5-3 scoreline, tactical time out of GamerLegion. I'm actually really impressed. I thought fnatic were going to get blown up a little bit at the start of this game, but it's a good turnaround.
Anyone not familiar with the last chance qualifier formats, winning this game doesn't book you a slot in the major. There's still a few to go. So tomorrow we'll have 2 more games. There'll be a grand final and then a semi, I suppose. Whoever's the highest seeded team left over after today, I think is fnatic. If they win, they go straight to the final, as it were, and then we'll have a semi before for our other winners. But still, losing this game, obviously you won't be making it. Winning it, though, you still got quite a long way to go, especially like the GamerLegion. But acoR picks up the AWP on this T side. Don't see it too often on the T side of Vertigo, but afro will answer back. He's been very nifty and mobile.
Huge advantage to have CT side of Vertigo. But I think it's okay. They'll trade 1 for 1. Mats is going down over at the A-ramp. You can actually see fnatic already making a huge gamble in the way that they're setting up. They're basically saying, we'll try and retake the A-bomb side if it comes to it, but we are ready for a mid or B scenario. So if they go mid or B, we're going to be absolutely ready to crush them. If it's A lot harder scenario. Maybe they can have some Molotovs to slow it down or some HEs to stop any kind of a bomb plant. Pretty bold move from Volt, applying some pressure.
Yeah, but this is now 5 rounds in a row for fnatic, Anders. GamerLegion looking pretty flat on their map pick. Sent packing by the Incendiary. Huge sound cues as well. You'll be doubting yourself if this rotation's even going to work out. Feels pretty telegraphed. Snax has at least got some control of the ramp, but they're taking so much damage en route. acoR down to 46 points of health. He's found the only pick of the AWP so far, but time is of the essence. Afro rotating back from the B-bomb site, up close and personal towards that crane position. This will be a key duel now between the 2 snipers. Smoke's deployed. Afro just wants to get one and then peel off. Be joined by bodyy towards short, and this shot gives GamerLegion some space.
Yes, it does. And a flash around the corner. He just had almost no chance there. Really well handled. As soon as he misses the first shot, he is in so much trouble. Oh, that's a nice angle to spam through.
Yeah, right?
One more bullet connecting. That might have changed everything, but I think now they're home safe on the GamerLegion side. They just took so much damage there. Who knows what happens if they don't get the bomb planted, but it's all in the past. KRiMZ and QB are going to be running away from the bomb site, so...
We've got a double AWP T-side setup.
All right. That's exciting.
I don't think you'll see it in the next round. I don't hate it, though. Yeah, they'll get rid of it. Kios will drop his sniper. If you're not aware, with Counter-Strike meta, the only map that's ever been viable to have 2 AWPs in the T side would be Dust 2 back in 2014.
It's been a minute since people really
that would be like a French team doing it. So you don't normally see them. Double AWPs on the CT side, certainly viable, not as popular in CS2 especially. It's going out of meta in CSGO as well. That was also like a 2016, 2017 thing.
Yeah.
Can still run them, but it's normally where things are starting to go so wrong, you need a complete change of tactics.
You're becoming desperate.
Yeah, that's when we normally notice it. But fnatic, not desperate yet. They, like I said, 5 rounds in a row. Their money pretty decent, actually. They'll save AKs in the hands of QB and KRiMZ. And they're actually having a very good half. Considering it's not their map pick, I'm actually enjoying this. They were 3-0 down.
Yeah, I'm really impressed at the moment here. QB's had a bit of a boring game. He's 0-3, so it's not like he's playing badly. He just hadn't really run into anyone. He's playing the mid portion of the map for some of the time at least, or towards the B bomb site. Hasn't really seen much action there. Mattis, though, had to fight quite a bit through the smoke. A little bit of a jump to try and get some information. Be careful now. It is acoR on the other side. He is known for some pretty quick reactions, but afro sneaking in behind that jump and able to get the kill on acoR. What a nice find. Snax a pixel away from getting this kill on Mattis. I don't think he realizes how much danger he's in. There's Snax getting the kill. So, traded back 4 versus 4 now. Bomb still dropped further back.
Say Ram getting a lot of action in this first half. Snax has been instrumental in finding some of those picks. You can see it's going to be a split towards the B bomb site. acoR to provide the backstab in middle. Snax will recover acoR's fallen AWP as well. So it comes down to the timings here. If acoR can nail this one, catch him at construction, just as his teammates are committing, could be onto something here. Drops the initial smoke. KRiMZ probably going to swing on this one and catch him. Very well played. He understands exactly what's going on now, and now they know it's a B-side attack.
Yeah, up against a veteran player like
Nice
KRiMZ. Not easy to fake him out like that. And he keeps it going, takes the kill on isak. We're down to 20 seconds. KRiMZ, 3 kills in the round. And fnatic, another round on their side, only losing 2 players. This is starting to look really great. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, fnatic locking them out across the map there. The A ramp is too uncomfortable for GamerLegion to really commit to. They take too much damage on Rue. They were fended off by the afro AWP. Once he found acoR, they just didn't feel safe making their way in towards that side of the map. But of course, he's rotated back towards B as they're committing as well. KRiMZ, absolutely fantastic round from him. Spots the smoke, understands what he's up against there, and catches keor's trying to flank with a Molotov in his hand as well. Pants around his ankles, rotates back in towards the B side, hits him another hack trick. For the old veteran, looking for his 17th major here. And what a great comeback this has been. 3-0 down, now 6-4 to the good. And their money's absolutely fine. They'll have cash for the final round, whatever happens. Can't say the same thing for GamerLegion. They've looked relatively flat in this first half. After a great start, I think in the individual duels and general reads, fnatic have had them bested every single time. Here we go then, back towards the A ramp for the afro AWP. Locked out with the utility at the B bomb site as well. isak will try and probe, take some of the attention away, keep afro away from that B bomb site if possible. Oh, wow.
That'll get the job done.
Okay, we'll take that.
Yeah, afro caught through the smoke. Mattis still sticking around. This is the plan that's given fnatic a lot of these early fights. Kind of hard to judge them for sticking with it now. Snax, though, oh, it's a wallbang. He's so good. The veterans in this game. KRiMZ at 11 kills, but Snax up to 8 now. After a decade of playing this game or more for both of them, they just keep it going. Snax going to be taking down bodyy. He's found 3 kills to open up this round with. There's no way GamerLegion's even get close to losing this one. acoR on the other side taking out QB.
It's Snax and KRiMZ are the MVPs on the server right now.
Don't know.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
The old master showing the students how it's done. KRiMZ, though, this would have to be something miraculous. As he's in the 1v5, it will be acoR to find that final kill. He gets himself a couple as well, but well done to Snax. I will say the first kill for the smoke, not lucky, but certainly fortunate. It was pretty much a 1-bullet headshot. And that was where the dominoes started to fall for fnatic. Final round of this first half coming up next. As mentioned, their money should be absolutely fine. Maybe a couple of concessions, and there it is, found that opening kill, the second. Quite beautiful as well. Holding towards the sandbags. And acoR to seal the deal here. Didn't need the AWP this time. So M4s across the board, and afro AWP to join them. And we'll see afro once again taking that crane pick. Seems to be his favorite angle. Pops the smoke open. Volt leaps back to the safety of the big box.
Smoke up towards the middle set up by Snax and T-Spawn. So trying to put some pressure on. They're going to win the fight against KRiMZ. A huge scout to take down early on. And this time he's going to be throwing the Molotov with a little bit more safety as that smoke is down towards the A bomb site. Look at how they've burned it out. Smoke's on one side, Molotovs on the other, pushing through and taking down Mattis. They've pretty much opened this up. Afro is aware that KRiMZ is going to be coming through, so maybe a little bit of a misstep, but they still should be fine here. 4 versus 3. They got 3 HEs left. Actually, now down to 1 because they do double nade this position. And bodyy takes quite a bit of damage for it.
Have to go for this retake. Last round. Smoke's going to deploy towards short. Flashes to come shortly as well. Deep breath, last chance. acoR should have done enough there with that single frag. Isak, oh, nice finish as well. GamerLegion finding their form towards the end, courtesy of some absolute heroics there from Snax and acoR. Managing to find multiple kills in the last 2 rounds and giving them a pretty nice scoreline overall, considering they lost, what, 5 rounds in a row, I think?
Yeah.
Was it 6? No, it was 5 in a row, then they pulled one back. But still, it looked like they were falling very flat there, and we expect them to be the hands-down favorites on the map of Vertigo.
Yeah, I think 6 rounds, though, it's nothing to scoff at for the GamerLegion side, so...
No, it's absolutely fine. But some open runway here for fnatic. They can win a pistol, which they should have done in the first half, quite frankly.
I mean, that strategy that they pulled at the end is probably worth going back over at some point. It's pretty elaborate, like double Molotov towards CT spawn and the B bomb side. Yeah. A smoke early on thrown from T spawn by Snax that lands towards the A bomb side, creating a tunnel for KRiMZ to try and walk through into backstab the A bomb side. Even if he got shot down, like just the idea in general, that's hard to pull off. That's a lot of wheels in motion to try and get that round through, and they got pretty close. They won the round anyway, even if the backstab part of it didn't really work out.
Well, here we go then, Anders. We're getting into another technical pistol here. We've got 2 smokes, 2 flashes, 2 HEs. They're going to use those HEs towards the Xbox, presumably setting themselves up. That's where Volt will reside. He needs to be very careful here.
Yeah, don't want to miss that jump. Snax. Risky to be out there, but he will fall back.
They hold on to the HEs for now, so it could save them for either headshot or sandbags, depending on where they get some intel from. Snax will be waiting with the jeweler lead. So the HEs deployed, no one home to receive them. The 2 players towards short. Mattis, tip of the spear for this execution on the ace side. They'll double smoke, flash over, and in we go. Looking for a bomb plant at the bare minimum here.
Well, Snax gonna get 1. Volt ready. Oh, the headshots are amazing! 3 kills for Volt. Absolutely wrecking him. QB finally getting a chance to say something in this game. 2 kills for him. He's up to 3 in total. It's a very quiet first half for him, but he'll get hunted down by Snax at the end, and it'll be the round going to GamerLegion. That sets them off nicely for the second half.
It really does. Not really much found at all for fnatic there. Nice execution, good scaling towards the bomb site to get them in a position where all 5 players are alive and you can get those smokes down. But Volt, he's been absolutely fantastic in pistols throughout this tournament. Yeah. He always seems to find a couple. His aim is super sharp. He always seems to swing out at the correct time. And he gets 3 massive headshots there. 7-6. And I was about to say, with no bomb planted, you can't imagine much will be invested here. Just a deagle. QB, after getting a couple of frags in the previous, can justify that. Otherwise, you've got Glocks, no util, and no real chance. It should be GamerLegion with a nice 2-round lead after this one. Should be in the operative word. There's been some wild, wacky stuff here at the RMR.
We've seen plenty of it.
Yeah.
We really have. I think we started out saying, oh, there are no real upsets happening. It's all like, that's not true any longer. We've had some upsets.
We've had some catastrophes, let alone upsets.
Volt.
Yeah, Volt's getting in the zone now. That's dangerous news for fnatic. Yeah, starting to look sharp. Snax has looked decent throughout as he continues to find frag after frag, up to 13 now. Smiles around for the Romanian.
He's on the chewing gum meta as well.
I think we should start doing our commentating, you know.
I don't see how that could possibly fail. I think make it a sponsorship and it's all fine.
Like apparently, like I used to believe this is what I used to do while playing. And it kind of helps provide kind of circulation of oxygen to your brain, kind of helps the blood flow, and it helps you focus. You're not so anxious perhaps. There is something to it. What if you swallow it while you're playing though?
You've just an absolute...
You just die. That's it.
We need a timeout. One of our players is dying.
He's choking on 3 packs of chewing gum.
I don't know. Listen, I'm going to go with the explanation. If you think it works, then it does, you know.
Yeah.
Got that placebo thing going on.
Even if it's placebo, like...
Who cares?
Placebo effect works.
As long as it works.
Yeah.
Who cares why?
Agreed. So we took a tactical timeout. GamerLegion, certainly the favorites, I would say, in this series, and especially on Vertigo. It's been a lot closer than I thought, though. fnatic aren't going down without a hell of a fight here in the last chance qualifier. Aggression presented by Snax. Nice little Rob Snade as well to push back anyone in T-spawn. get them uncomfortable. This is a very important round. It's number 3.
Oh, it's devastating.
You've lost the pistol, you've taken an eco on the second, and KRiMZ, it all comes down to timing here. He might have absolutely owned them. Is it enough? Oh, it absolutely is. Shouldn't get the second, but he still nails the shot. Afro was ready for him, and they found an early 5v3. You've got no real chance to get back into the round. You have to continue with your push on this side of the map where you have some basic control. And you can see there's 2 players ready and waiting. acoR waiting for his opportunity to strike. Finds the first, doesn't quite nail the second, but isak will be there to join him. And it's a really nice round thus far. QB, though, in a position where he could potentially win this one, Anders. The bomb's down, but if ever there's a chance to arrive in this series, this would be it. He's had a pretty quiet showing so far. It's 1v3, although difficult, certainly possible.
If he finds the first kill and gets away without too much damage here, it is doable. GamerLegion being very disciplined, which is making his life very, very hard at the moment. It'd be a lot easier for him if they were aggressive and he could try and find some early headshots there. Back looking, where is that bomb? There we go. Stepping on it, 30 seconds still on the clock. And Volt, I think, doing a fine job, falling very far back.
There's a smoke there to his left, whether he wants it. Yet to be seen.
And now they're going to be walking up behind him, and he knows it as well. Slowly closing the box around him. 17 seconds now, and he's going to run into the problem of planting the bomb here. Fakes it once. Volt already moving a little bit forward. A swing. Seconds are drawing out of the round, and it's Volt to hit the headshot at the end. Fair play to QB, but I think GamerLegion giving us a good lesson in exactly how to play that kind of a round. Like, stay far away from him, make sure he can't get the isolated fights.
You force his hand, essentially, right? You ensure that he has to make the next move. He's not given any opportunities until he commits to the bomb. At that point, he can triangulate around his position. This was really nice from KRiMZ, though. Understanding what he's up against. They were focusing their efforts towards B and the A ramp. He gets down the ladder, finds 2 in the back with the FAMAS as well. Technically a bonus round for GamerLegion, that one.
Yeah.
And now they've upgraded to AK-47s, AWP for acoR as well. And we'll see this smoke from Afro. It's boosted up in T-Spawn now.
Yeah, I think this is the one that lands towards the middle. On the A-bomb site.
Does he know how to line it up? Here we go. We're good.
Yeah, we'll see if they are actually going to get through the middle. I think it's going to land right on top of acoR, presumably. So, yeah.
That's very cool.
Nice shot, though. Still takes down bodyy. The pistols are drawing rather close, but acoR is going to use that same smoke to... It's a bit of a wall, hoping that no one's going to come running through it. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Still some time and space here. They've managed to get the pistols towards the B steps themselves. KRiMZ waits behind one of the smokes here. Mattis in an interesting position, but acoR aware of that prospect that looks at things. Trying to get a bit of intel. isak will get more than that, finds a frag. Mattis the linchpin now. If he can somehow get a double kill here, Anders, then maybe onto something.
Asking a lot.
There's one.
But the first one's nearly for free, and he does get a little bit of a tag at the very least on acoR. Leaves Afro, unfortunately, alone with the bomb in the middle.
No Kevlar.
No, nothing he could do here. Even with a kill, it's not going to change the round. KRiMZ the one to pick it up. GamerLegion trucking along quite nicely here at the second half. Obviously tying the game at the end of the first half at a 6-6 scoreline, but coming in now, things are starting to look a little bit more difficult for fnatic once again. Another timeout. Last one being called from the fnatic side of things. And some smiles on the GamerLegion side, why not?
And 1 Panda, not 9.
Still, 1 Panda might have been enough to defeat a strike.
Oh, too soon, man. Come on.
I'm so sorry.
They should be celebrated.
Oh, yes. True. Very true indeed. Oh, my God. That's, yeah. It's going to take a while to get over that. If the thing is, like, I have to make fun of it or it's going to be too sad, you know? Like, that's my approach to it. Just to make memes. Otherwise, it's going to be way too upsetting to think about.
I guess you're right there. Oh, well. 10-6, Anders. Feels like we're coming to the end of this Vertigo.
If I'm playing for Astralis in the future, I'm bringing little panda toys just for the fun, like just to upset them.
Yeah, every event?
Yeah.
Okay. Quite spiteful of you.
I'm like, that's... If I'm ever coaching a team, that's what we're doing.
All right, fair enough. Let's get back into it. fnatic will have AK-47s here. Flashes available. Pretty much feels like a must-win round. The CTs are looking quite comfy. GamerLegion now at 4-0 in the second half. Maximum loss bonus found. KRiMZ will be flashing in towards the B side here. Hoping to find some control once again at the steps. They've done a pretty good job in that respect. isak, though, a similar play we saw in the first half. Incendiary in hand, just trying to slow them down, call for the rotations if required. Incendiary deployed.
Oh, but
both sides.
Right on top. I can't believe that nobody dies in that little trade. Molotov to force him out, but he's forced in with a flashbang, and there's no kills on either side. It's remarkable. Snacks playing the mirror position, this time on the CT side. Not quite able to get the shot. It's actually Mattis who's also mirrored up on that one. 1-for-1 trade, though. So they will get a kill on the CT side as well. acoR stepping into the flame, so they definitely know that he's here. KRiMZ on the other side probably saying, just got to be real careful. Falling back as the fire dissipates. 35 seconds on the clock. They're walking back. They're going to go back with 30 seconds to the B bomb side. This is so risky.
Wait, though. keor's is dead to right. Afro.
It's not done yet. Mattis, why are they going back? 20 seconds, even in a 2-on-4. This is so scary. The bomb is at the ramp. It's still down there, Henry. What have they done?
Oh, they've thrown the round by the looks of things here. It's still okay. The round's still, it's somewhat on.
Is it okay? I don't know if it is.
Gonna have to plan here, boys. Hope for the best. Should be fine. Should be fine. They've played it very well there. They understood that acoR was towards shore, a defensive plan, and now isak on 30 points of health. The orb lands, and Mattis will find the first round for fnatic. It's labored. It's not pretty, Anders, but they get the job done with seconds to spare there. God, it wasn't good, but they got there over the line, kicking and screaming.
Oh, they did. Mattis, I think, at 4 kills at the end of it, even stealing the AWP to get that last one. My God, that is... Yeah, it doesn't get much closer than that. I get that they don't want to. They want to go back and fight in the middle there, but I thought they'd wasted too much time. One misstep, you fail a jump somewhere in that one, and you do not have time to plan any longer. Timeout call now for GamerLegion. They're starting to sense that maybe fnatic are warming up a little bit into the second half. That is a massive round for them to win, even if they only survive on one member there on the T side. Still, I'm impressed.
Oh, some nice shots in that round. Absolute chaos here.
23 seconds.
This tap dancing between both bomb sides here. This is the moment you think, oh, they've absolutely thrown it. But understanding acoR was there. If acoR has like 100 HP though, I think he hits that shot, but wasn't the case. And do we have an eco here for the CT side? Apparently not. We're going in with a pretty strong buy overall. They are 4-0 to that point. They know it came down to a 1v1 in the previous round. So this is where the game gets decided, this map at least. GamerLegion win this one with no plan.
It's a wallbang.
There'll be no money available whatsoever.
Snacks down to 56. That was afro shooting him right through. But also, Snacks with an MP9. He's one of those in-game leaders that'll do that. Happy to pick up the submachine guns and run wild with them.
That's what you want to see from an in-game leader.
It's definitely the meta right now.
Yeah. All right then. Boost towards middle. I don't think keor's will be ready for this one. Nope, down he goes.
Okay.
A real nice opportunity for fnatic to go for this B split. Missed shot from acoR as well. That's certainly a welcomed asset here as fnatic will continue with the split. Getting up towards the Guardian position. It's getting messy once again. That MP9. A boatload of damage from Snack. isak there to pick up the pieces. We said this was a crucial round for fnatic. They fumbled it. The mid-split after an opening frag as well. It's too chaotic once more. Snacks in the perfect position to do so much damage for them. Rotations were not made. And the bomb has gone down in one of the most precarious spots on the map. So with afro on 11 HP, there's literally no way he can win this one.
Look at how many of the X's are just in that mid position, all on top of each other.
Every kill has gone down there.
It's unbelievable.
20 seconds.
I think when you get to that position on the T side, though, one more kill in your favor at the start, and that's it. Like, you've opened it all up, you can keep pushing, but they just got slowed down right at the wrong position there. Easy enough for afro, but we'll see. There is someone, I think, walking up kind of behind him. I don't think he'll get there in time, though. Time should be running out, so I think he's going to be safe on this one. Yeah, you can see isak was a little bit too far away. Still, for GamerLegion, they're not quite celebrating yet, but they're getting close to a point where they probably can here. Building up the rounds. 11-7. No bomb plan allowed for fnatic either. This has been much more of an interesting opening map than I was expecting. I don't know if I was just underrating fnatic a little bit, but
it hasn't been super hype or anything. But it has been close and, yeah, interesting.
They've been more competitive, Fnatic, than I was expecting. I really thought that this was going to be a little bit rougher on them. Mats has been playing very well. KRiMZ showing up, as he seems to pretty much always do. They've got some people that can maybe pull them out here. Again, it's Mats. It's just a Galil in his hand, but he's been instrumental in getting some of these openings on both sides of the map, so credit to him.
Well, here comes Snax. It's been a real thorn in the Fnatic side. Locks them out, potentially, of the A ramp. Very uncomfortable position now. There's deep smoke. We did say the previous round had a lot of weight behind it. 11-7, they are going to force buy on the Fnatic side. You can see it's an absolute jumble sale of a buy. Galil's, Tech9's, the Orb of Afro, though. Gets his kill. Oh, no. They pull one back, that's fine. Great shots from Mattis here. acoR goes one better. 2v2, advantage Fnatic potentially with the bomb going down.
Yeah, but there's a Molotov right on top, so they're going to have to delay that. It's a pretty decent grenade. It's going to buy some more time for Snax, who's walking behind them with the MP9. Seeing if they can get to map point here. They're planting in a good position, though. Grenade is going to be raining in. It'll do a little bit more damage, makes it a little bit easier for the MP9. They still don't know about it. Snax has found both of them. No one's seen him. There's the first, and you could tell he'll be in a panic on the other side. It's Snax and acoR to close out the round.
Experience prevails there. What a play from Snax. Didn't want to take the first shot. He wanted to guarantee both kills. All the communication given over to acoR. And there he is. Nice couple of kills. The bomb gets planted, but it is map point for GamerLegion here. Fnatic have fallen terribly flat in the second half, only posting a single round. They're currently down 6-1 in the second half, and now we need 5 clean rounds in a row. Thankfully, with maximum loss bonus and the plant, it can get AK-47s out of here. But it's going to be a very, very difficult comeback. And it all starts here, round number 20.
Has to be perfect from here on out for Fnatic. How do you do that? Again, I'm so impressed at Mattis. He was low at the start of the last round, and he still found 2 more kills. His Galil so far in the AK, it's been an absolute laser on him. It's really sick to see. They're gonna need more of that. They need to call on Mattis, say, could you do that like 2 or 3 more times, and then we can get real fired up here.
That's fair. He has been very good. Individual form has been no problem for Fnatic. They've just been overwhelmed by the utility, the flanks. GamerLegion seem to win out every single clutch scenario they're in. And it could be a B finish here. We have got 3 players at the steps, but acoR holds strong at the A ramp. Anyone dares face him, he's going to have the advantage here. Good flash, though. Will avert his gaze for a second as he focuses his efforts towards the scaffolding now. Spots one, guaranteed frag. Afro can do nothing about it.
Yeah, he knew that was coming. A little bit of too much aggression, maybe. Although, wow, bodyy with a headshot. I was going to say, and even Mats is taking out Kios. I was about to say Kios in a position that no one's going to expect, but absolutely wrong about that.
Snax can save the day again, Anders.
No, alone against 3 or 4 people, he will get a couple of good spray downs. I can't believe it. He's still here playing the game. Try to see if he can make it a third, but at least he's bought some time for Volt to set it up. They nearly line up for him. That was about to be a gutting loss for Fnatic, but they barely squeaked through on that one.
Hey, all of them are must-win rounds at this point. It comes down to 1v1, but they have broken the bank accounts here of GamerLegion. Volt had a chance to close things out. They line up for him. He can't quite connect the dots. It's been quite a frustrating game here. The individual form looks pretty good. The shots to landing on Fnatic are fantastic. Just sticking the landing, having the coordination to close out these rounds has been the problem. Thankfully, those from Respite, from the Carnage, as we just see USPs pretty much across the board. acoR will have a 5-7. GamerLegion will have to wait to close this one out. Now need 4 rounds in a row from Fnatic. It starts here with 3 Galils. There's a Zeus in the mix.
Always puts a smile on your face.
It absolutely does.
Still haven't seen anyone reload the Zeus to get another kill. That's out there for the taking.
Yeah, maybe not at the RMR. Do that another tournament, perhaps.
Especially not if you're going to get wall banged.
Yeah, straight up. This first bullet, insta-kill. And well, at least the CTs will have everyone here. If they get a kill, I'll be impressed. They just don't really have the firepower. They have got the read, though. So there's going to have to be some sort of swing. Now we're going to see KRiMZ and Afro making light work of those remaining CT players. Looks to be no problem at all. Still a lot of work to be done, but now 3 rounds to take us to overtime, which feels somewhat possible after the last couple, but
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of buy we've got now. It's still quite a weak buy on the CT side. We've got 3,300 and then around 4.4k otherwise. So yeah, Snax have to go into the MP9 again, which is okay. We've seen them do great things with that weapon. They don't have the luxury of the acoR AWP on the CT side. They're going to struggle to bring out a diffuse kit. And right now, there's no helmets whatsoever. You can see those Galils will be super potent in his follow-up round.
They absolutely will be. Not a single helmet in sight on the GamerLegion side.
Yeah, and we've got some fast pacing here. Molotov's going down towards sandbags will force the hand of acoR. He's burning to a crisp out there. Gets the smoke down eventually, but bodyy will find the opening frag once again, and he has looked great in the last few rounds here. They're trying to flush out acoR if possible. Using the smoke to his advantage, but KRiMZ with a nice trade. fnatic in the lead once again.
I mean, fair play to acoR for even getting any kills at all. He was Molotov'd and smoked and then double naded, and eventually they found him. And now KRiMZ trying to play a bit of a mind game, taking up a position that he's banking on the idea that this feels clear in the back of fnatic's mind. They're not going to be thinking about this. They're thinking that's already a position that's been so heavily grenaded that no one is going to be there. But we'll see if they make that kind of mistake. Again, KRiMZ is in the server. There we go. Grenade right on top. They're not making that. Think of how long he's been playing this game. You're going to have to get out a lot earlier to catch him off guard. isak and Snax left, and I think it's just about saving here. Nothing else they can do. So fnatic turned it into a 10-12 scoreline. This can happen. They can get into overtime.
Yeah, they're fighting tooth and nail. All bets are off. They're looking stronger as the rounds go on here. bodyy not going down without a fight, that's for sure. Throwing himself into the front lines, finding those opening kills. Only one casualty en route, that was him. isak and Snax, no choice but to save their weapons at T-spawn, but KRiMZ doesn't want to let that happen. He's on the hunt here. Even with 1 point of health, he's going to sneak in towards the splits and see if he can find at least one here. He'll probably throw himself in and set up his teammate for the trade. And Mattis will deliver the goods. Very well done. Keeps him very modest on the CT side. Now just 2 rounds required here, and presumably has to be an eco in the follow-up, so it's going to come right down to round number 24.
Got to keep the focus just a little bit more. Right? It's not you can see this happening quite easily. The money being the really big issue here on the GamerLegion side. KRiMZ still looking focused. Could see in one of the previous rounds the coach behind the GamerLegion, Ash, looking quite concerned about what he was seeing on the server, and I can kind of see why.
Yeah, well, this felt like a done deal. We were preparing for the second map. It's the GamerLegion pick. Bear in mind, fnatic have 0 official victories on Vertigo with this iteration of the squad. And right now, this comeback is looking possible. bodyy continues to be such a menace. That is kind of a big deal, though. I'm not sure that was the play. He was trying to hunt down the AWP. There was a real chance he could have won this round, but throws himself into the lion's den. They'll drop a Molotov behind. And you're right, B is wide open. fnatic have done enough to guarantee this round as well.
It's kind of a sick idea. I mean, I like the collapse onto the A ramp, but they needed to get at least one more kill, or they needed for the bomb to be the one to go down in somewhat of a weird position. Never really happened. So it's going to be another round here for fnatic, no question about it. The AKs are worth way too much on the CT side, which means we're going to go into the last round of the half, and the question becomes if fnatic can find one more round, get it into overtime. Again, the gravity of this kind of a game can't really be overstated here.
Yeah.
You lose, you get knocked out, you're not going to be qualifying
after
for the major.
Such a long route as well. This is how you go from the 2-2 bracket into the last chance, and you still have potentially like 3 more games to play. Like, definitely the hardest way into the major is 1 slot remaining, and fnatic keeping their heads held high, fighting back into this first map of the best of 3. It's their opponent's pick, and now just 1 round away from overtime. It took 5 rounds in a row to get to this position. But they've even got the advantage here. The buy's still going to be pretty questionable. Do they bring out the acoR AWP? I think they can afford it. And they need him right now just to close this one out. Will there be a tactical timeout for round number 24? Looks like we're just getting straight into it.
Yeah, I think they spent all of them on both sides.
Yeah, do or die time then. GamerLegion, what have you got for us? Changing things up though. Real B focus at the start of this round. Good incendiary from GamerLegion to hold them at bay for now. it does allow a bit of respite. They can start to find control of this B steps, boost players up. QB actually just taking straight up duels here. I consider just execution on this side of the map, and all 5 players are here.
Wow, yeah. It's
Full commitment, we're going in.
This can be very, very hard to hold on to. 1 kill here for isak would be huge. You can see acoR in the back, and actually isak, good spray, gets the headshot on the QB.
Oh, big miss though from acoR. That was a map running shot. If he nails that one, there's no way fnatic will pull it back. He's giving them some open runway though.
Oh, look at KRiMZ hiding in the corner. Kia's about to have a heart attack. He's got no idea what's happening.
Yikes.
Now there's no flank coming through, and it's going to have to be done the hard way. 4 versus 4. Trying to see if they get it back. They will blow up bodyy to begin with. That's a pretty good grenade, actually. Snax in charge of that one. Afro's still back here. He misses a shot. And now the flashbang's going to be raining in behind him. KRiMZ spraying them down. And we're at overtime. Mattis, fittingly, with the last headshot, he ends regulation at 24 kills.
What a call. Very brave maneuver to make in round number 24. Chips are down. Pressure mounting. They go for the full B execution. Spectacular play from KRiMZ once again. Great to see him and Snax having so many impressive contributions throughout this first map. KRiMZ is holding the flanks coming in from the A ramp, nails that, then part of the main fight itself, and they have tied things up. They've completed the comeback here, 5 rounds in a row. Tactical timeout for GamerLegion. This is where we thought they'd be locked in to find victory here, but they lose to fnatic on their map pick. This would be very disheartening.
Yeah, it would be.
Like, considering they had, what, a 12-7 lead as well.
Yeah, that's the kind of... Obviously, you know you haven't won it yet, but you've got to be thinking, that's it. Like, we're almost there. They won some very convincing rounds. Again, like, acoR hitting shots with the AWPs, up to 22 kills.
Like I said, that one into the B side. If he nailed that one,
that's probably it.
That was almost certainly, yeah. Comes down to just a couple of stray bullets sometimes.
Well, here we go.
And we're off. We'll get into it. fnatic flying high, feeling confident now. They're individuals, and the second half have looked very impressive. You see Molotovs deployed in that ladder room to land towards the construction on the other side. Nice work though, opening frag here. The M4 doing work. Snax calling for Volt to get back. Hold the advantage, maintain the crossfires. The hard work's been done. You found that 5-on-4.
Yeah, some of the fundamentals that most teams abide by. Don't keep fighting when you have the advantage. Guild Eagles still in the qualifier. They feel differently about that kind of scenario, but it's a good shot for afro. Taking down isak, clearing open the B bomb side. A chance for a bomb plant to follow through here, and Snax gets a bullet to the face. And they're actually pushing the A side as well. The bomb is at B, but they can't even really rotate. They're keeping one player here. That's Volt, and he's dead. It's just acoR left. The 1 versus 3, and QB started to come alive. I think QB had 1 or 2 kills in the first half.
Yeah.
He did absolutely nothing, but started to wake up now.
fnatic looking very good. This T side is impressive. They can get the job done now. Yes, they've actually taken the lead, 13-12. Tactical timeout. You get 1 extra timeout once you reach it to overtime. bodyy, you can see, he's fired up. He's ready for this one. He's got 17 kills. Mattis 24. KRiMZ 19. Everyone's having decent contributions now. Kiabi's almost a double digits as well. We're now going to see a chance to get some hydration in. And GamerLegion letting this one slip by the wayside. They had such a dominating position. 12-7 in their favor. Their map pick. They've given it all up. Now they're going to have to be the ones on the comeback. So a slight sound issue, Anders. So it wasn't a tactical timeout. This is more technical, I assume. It looks like we've got a slight sound issue to deal with.
bodyy, one of the people who kind of ended up getting lost through the long series of French revolutions that happened in Counter-Strike, where the French were just making new teams every 3 months, and there was mutinies and backstabs and guillotines. And
that's how we like it around here.
Yeah, it was wild in the French Counter-Strike for a while, yeah.
Okay, back into the action. fnatic looking very strong as a unit right now. The shots landing, the clutches are being won. Flushing these players out and recovering. Man disadvantage. Bear in mind that's a 5-on-4 in favor of GamerLegion once again in the previous round. They can't stick the landing. acoR starting to drop off now as Volt. He'll be removed early on into the round. This is looking great as Mattis continues to dominate the server. 5-on-3. Snax lying in wait though. Is anything he can do He's behind enemy lines. A chance he can maybe deny the plan. Find a couple of kills here, Anders. He's the only player that can save the day now. First kill is his. Looking for the big spray down. Snax delivers and thrusts him back into the round. 2 versus 1.
Oh, grenade on top. It's on Snax to try and do it, but he cannot. QB able to find him. High fives all around on the fnatic side. Oh, it looked like Snax had done it.
He really couldn't have done more there.
No.
3 kills. Denies absolutely everything, and still they can't get it over the line. Too much damage was done by Mattis to kick things off. Absolutely wonderful sequence from Snax. Keel's chiming in as well, but QB, we said, he's starting to wake up now, Anders. He's starting to sink his teeth into this defense. 2-0 fnatic, and the money is busted, even in overtime. Famous, MP9s, and the opening frag. Not going in favor of fnatic just yet. Snax in another prime position for multiple kills. Nails that first headshot, but Mattis will offer one of a kind. isak to hold control of the B steps for now. Finds a rifle, and they have the lead. Smokes himself off. Not ideal. Gray screen now.
I think he wanted that to go deeper, but it bounced on the middle of the box.
Yeah,
I would love to see
played himself.
That's so rough, but acoR on the other side, it's a very important kill there. Body's out, and even more importantly, acoR sees nobody else. He's going to be able to call that into his teammates, saying that probably almost definitely down to the ramp there. Mattis with a fiery performance on this map to try and keep his team in it. Continue on in the last chance qualifier. I mean, again, we've been talking about the experienced players of Snax and KRiMZ and even bodyy, I think, to some extent, but my God, it's Mattis who is absolutely tearing it up right now. That is surprising to me. Welcome surprise. I think afro can't do much in this position. There's no surprise. acoR, maybe if he makes a big mistake walking right into it, there's a chance he can escape to the A-bomb site still, but about 10 seconds from now, that's not going to be possible any longer.
What have you got for us, Afro? Hasn't been too many insane clutches today. This would be one of them. Perfectly played, though. GamerLegion will post at least 1 round here on their CT campaign. That was a labored half. They were getting absolutely rocked in the one-on-one duels. The 5-man Wolfpack mentality of fnatic as well. Overwhelming the defense time and time again. Great clutches coming through. They've got a 2-1 lead on the T side as they switch things over. 1 round from that point, first to 16. To close out our first map here at the best of 3 in the last chance qualifier. 1 slot left at the Copenhagen Major. It's been a long road. Bear in mind for fnatic, they started off in the 2-0 bracket.
Yeah.
You lose 3 best of 3s after that. It's a long road into this major for them. But they're keeping their head above water for now. acoR has been rocked by afro time and time again at the bottom of this round. Needs to be very careful.
Shots are ringing through. You see the silence then force on the other side, making it quite hard to figure out where exactly you're getting shot from. Oh, but there we go. Just enough vision to get the shot on bodyy, I think. It's a start. GamerLegion need 3 in a row to close this. Snax, again, doing great work. Him and Matt has really been going toe-to-toe over at the A-ramp for the whole series so far. It's isak sneaking up. He had the right idea. Looked like he had the crosshair right on top. It's acoR finally to get rid of the B defense and put some pressure on KRiMZ and afro. 2 versus 3, but Snax is still on the map. This defines his playstyle. He is such an elusive character, and KRiMZ knows it. He's been going head-to-head against this guy for a real long time, so they don't want to be going for the bomb side yet. They want to find Snax before anything else happens, and he's there waiting for them out in the open and taking down afro.
That's the AWP as well.
They found Snax, or Snax found them. Yeah. KRiMZ alone, 1 versus 3 now. 30 seconds. He knows that Snax is back there somewhere, but the question is when is going to be the time that he'll strike. Trying to plant the bomb, and Snax will find him. 3 kills, 25 overall for Snax.
We tie things up. Fantastic positioning there from Snax. Good read of the situation as well, just as his teammates were getting the bomb planted. He knew they'd be on the hunt, they'd be sniffing around. Nails a shot on the AWP as well, and then closes out the round. It will be fnatic using their only timeout they have available to them. 14-14. Whoever wins the next round will be posting map point first. Take 30 seconds to catch their breath. Regardless of how this one goes for fnatic, the fact they've even brought this one back from the doldrums of a 12-7 deficit, taking it to overtime, kept it very competitive. The individuals looking fantastic as the map has developed. I think they'd be okay with this scenario, knowing that they've got their map pick up next.
Yeah, they're showing a level of fight here that some teams have had a very hard time finding, right?
Yeah.
Some teams just seem to fold when the pressure is on.
Showing some guts and character here.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, they haven't given up at all, even in the bleakest moments of this affair. But here we go. Very important round. Who will be posting the advantage first? Afro, that is audacious to say the very least.
You love to see that, don't you? How sick is that? You're at the last chance qualifier at the major, and you decide to jump down to fight. He got the shot on acoR. A little bit better, and it's the straight kill. But he did manage to go down at the end. Isak dead, obviously. So it's a 4-on-4 here, with acoR being fairly tagged up.
I mean, with the exchange and the damage done, you might take it, considering acoR's down to 14 points of health.
Sure, that's right.
But
surprised acoR's here. It's a very grenadable position, even from far away.
QB will be defending alone at this B bomb site. He's got no one around with him.
He was
out.
Very bored in this position for a long time, QB, in regulation. Just nothing that he could do, really. This time looks like he's going to be tested. He's already been grenaded. He puts up a smoke defensively. Falling back to the backside. They have 2 Molotovs. I'd be surprised if one of them doesn't land back here. And he's just used his smoke, which means he's in a lot of trouble. KRiMZ has started to get here, but he also can't help out with the smoke. So yeah, now they know grenades are coming in next, QB. Be good if you could take someone with you, but it's not going to be possible quite. KRiMZ is still here. And the headshots are ringing in. Kios and Snacks, the first couple of victims before they finally get rid of the Swede. It's bodyy with a grenade on top, but it's not acoR that's receiving it. He's still back there, and finally the bomb gets planted. bodyy, what have you got for us? We've been lacking the clutches. This would be a massive one for the fnatic squad, but he can't get the job done. acoR instead landing another triple and getting the team one step closer to picking up Vertigo.
One more round will do it, Anders. bodyy, you could see he had a chance to win that one. The 2 versus 1, the grenades were landing, they were doing damage, but acoR will close things out here. Can they deny double overtime here and actually find 3 in a row on their T side? The money is busted. MP9, Famous. A deagle for Afro, and this is by virtue we have $12,500 in overtime. So if you get AWPs out and you lose 2 rounds in a row, that does go pretty quickly. You can see this is pretty ropey by. Barely got any utility to speak of, and bodyy leaps down towards the bottom of the A ramp here on high alert. Dangerous territory for a rifler. Who will be drawing first blood? It's acoR. He's down to 2 points of health, holds his ground for now. As they start to scale out the ramp, it's going to be Snacks leading that charge. He's been so good today. Defying expectations. Can he find yet another kill? Certainly can. Looking to close out this map. They've got a man advantage, but acoR's low. Everything on a knife's edge here. CTs will at least upgrade to an AK-47 on Mattis, who's been the talisman of fnatic. 28 kills to his name. Will it be enough? Defending the B bomb site with just the SMG here. Could be enough with that flashbang. Apparently not. Vault will hold on. And we get into a 3 versus 2. Make it 1.
Yeah, just Mats is left. It's not enough. Kios will take him down. And GamerLegion find a way through a hard-fought map. And it ends in overtime in favor of GamerLegion. fnatic, they put their hearts and soul into that one, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
Well, after a 6-6 half back and forth,